The Royal Niger Company (INC) played a critical role in the colonial history of what is today Nigeria. It served as a bridge between private British commercial interests and eventual British colonial rule. Below is a detailed account of how the Royal Niger Company is connected to the emergence of modern Nigeria. 1. Origins of the Royal Niger Company. Founding and charter. In the late 19th century, British interests in West Africa were driven by trade, particularly in palm oil, ivory, and other goods. The Royal Niger Company was formed in 1879 as the United African Company, a merger of British trading firms led by George Goldie. In 1886, it received a royal charter from Queen Victoria, becoming the Royal Niger Company, Chartered and Limited. This charter allowed it to act like a government, sign treaties, administer justice, raise taxes, and maintain a military force in territories around the Niger and Benue rivers. 2. Control and administration of territories. Territorial expansion. The INC signed over 400 treaties with local chiefs, effectively controlling a vast region in what is now southern and central Nigeria. The company was responsible for administering a large portion of land, known as the Niger Territories, and later called the Niger Coast Protectorate. Economic exploitation. The INC monopolized trade, especially in palm oil, a key commodity in the Industrial Revolution. Indigenous communities were often subjected to exploitative contracts and military coercion. 3. Transition to British colonial rule. Imperial scramble for Africa. During the Berlin Conference 188-85, European powers divided Africa into spheres of influence. Britain claimed the region around the Niger River, thanks in part to the INC's treaties. Tensions with the French and Germans forced Britain to consolidate its holdings in the region. End of company rule. In 1899, Britain bought out the RNC's charter for £865,000 and took direct control of its territories. The company's lands were incorporated into the Protectorate of Northern Nigeria and Southern Nigeria. This laid the groundwork for the 1914 amalgamation of the Northern and Southern Protectorates, which officially formed Nigeria under British colonial rule. 4. Legacy and connection to modern Nigeria. Political impact. The INC's administrative and trade systems laid the foundation for British colonial governance in Nigeria. The borders it helped shape became the national boundaries of Nigeria. Economic legacy. The emphasis on extraction and cash crop economies, for example palm oil, cocoa, continued into colonial and post-independence periods. Modern economic disparities and the focus on oil and raw materials can be traced back to the systems first implemented by the INC. Cultural and social effects. The treaties and military actions undermined traditional authorities and systems. INC's rule introduced new forms of governance and education systems, which have influenced contemporary Nigerian institutions. Corporate successor. After losing its charter, the INC evolved into a trading company. In 1929, it became part of Unilever, which still operates in Nigeria today. Conclusion. The Royal Niger Company was more than just a business. It was a political and military force that shaped the birth of modern Nigeria. Its activities set the stage for British colonization, influenced economic patterns, disrupted indigenous governance, and played a major role in defining Nigeria's territorial boundaries. Understanding the history of the INC is essential for grasping the roots of Nigeria's colonial experience and the long-term effects that continue to shape the country today. Please like, comment, share and subscribe for more stories like this.